Hi everyone, welcome to today's video review. This is another comparison video, this time on Lost Galaxy and Lightspeed Rescue. And this is going to be a fun video because the figures are quite similar, like the molds and all that stuff. And I do apologize for not releasing a video in almost over a week now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. On the right here I have Lost Galaxy and on the left I have Lightspeed Rescue. So let's do a team comparison. When I look at the two teams, I love the Lost Galaxy suits so much. But one thing I didn't like was the helmets on these figures because they were a slight bit smaller than they should have been, and I only noticed because I got the Gingamon figures, and I really noticed their detailed helmets versus the Lost Galaxy helmets. The the features and the designs are shrunk to kind of fit the helmets, and that I could really notice that. So that's one of the reasons that I would give this to Lightspeed Rescue. But it is they are very close because both of these teams of figures are amazing and they look really great together. But Lightspeed Rescue, for their helmets being a decent size and being able to see the details really nicely. So let's compare the figures from both teams. I have Lightspeed Rescue Red and Lost Galaxy Red right here. Not sure if it's apparent on the video, but with the Lightspeed Rescue figures, they made the figures thinner on the waist, give them like a thinner waist, but they were a little bit more bulkier. Let me show you guys what I mean. Let me bring a close up of the two figures. So you guys can tell Lost Galaxy's chest is a little bit smaller than Lightspeed Rescue. And if you're looking at the hands, I don't know if you guys can tell. The hands are a little bit bigger on Lightspeed Rescue, same with the feet. And the articulation is pretty much the same. We move the legs up and down by the knee, and by the shoulder you can move it up and down, and by the elbow up and down. Like also the legs can go side to side. There's 360 rotation. Lost Galaxy had one more, which is moving the head 360, because they didn't have the electronics of the head, so you could move it easily. But who would I give it to? I would definitely give it to Lost Galaxy. Sorry, let me just fix this. That's the problem when you have all these figures side by side. It's so easy to knock them over. There we go. And as I mentioned in my previous video, Lightspeed Rescue had a leg defect where one leg would go all the way back, the other leg would be sticking in the front. As a result, getting them to stand is not easy. You could get them to stand for sure, but they look so awkward, like they're hunched over. You couldn't like put them back and get them to stand. So that was like a huge defect for me, like, because it really altered the figure. You couldn't really see how Lost Galaxy Red is standing still. Like if I were to get Lightspeed Rescue to do the same, you just can't. It falls over. I feel like they didn't test these toys out and just thought they were upgrading the figure when really they had downgraded it. So because of that, definitely Lost Galaxy, the males win for Lost Galaxy for the articulation and the overall build. Now let's look at the females. Here's Lightspeed Rescue Yellow, and I have a Lost Galaxy Yellow. Okay, good. At least when she fell, she didn't plow anyone down with her. In case you guys are wondering, the reason I put a skirt on Lost Galaxy Yellow, this one here, is as I mentioned in my other videos, I'm a huge fan of the Gokaiju version of Gingamon, and I loved how yellow looked in the female version, so that's why I slapped a skirt on her. Now with the female figures, pretty much the same articulation as the male figures. Only difference is that instead of getting the legs to move side to side, you could rotate their knee like that, like so. That's the only difference. And Lightspeed Rescue yellow, because she didn't have electronics in her helmet, you can move her helmet all around. That's really the only difference. Pretty much both females are exactly the same. It's hard to really choose. Only difference is really the torso. Like Lost Galaxy had more of a triangle going, and over here was more of a square. I honestly don't know why the change, because it didn't really do much. Like, only difference I see is when you get them to sit, there's more of a space over here versus Lightspeed Rescue. But I didn't see any benefit with that, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't have my figures sitting, so it really doesn't do anything for me. And the chest as well, I don't know if you guys can tell. The chest is thinner by the waist for the Lightspeed Rescue females than Lost Galaxy. Honestly, I really don't care about that. As long as the figure has the details on them, that's all that matters. So, honestly, if I had to choose one, I would go with Lost Galaxy, because, again, because the chest is thinner. The females are already thin to begin with, so it didn't make sense to make them even more so thinner. So it made no sense. But again, it's not a big issue at all. But again, if I had to choose one or the other, would be Lost Galaxy. It's very close though. Now looking at all of them as a team, like if I had to choose for build and articulation and all of that, would definitely give it to Lost Galaxy, mainly because of the leg defect that I spoke about earlier. So let's look at features and accessories. I actually went through all the figures, and I put new batteries in. But unfortunately, there are some figures where the features are burnt out, so it really sucks. Like Lost Galaxy, yellow and pink's the little jetpack, that's where their sound features were. It no longer works. Green Ranger is sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. The Lightspeed Rescue, pink and red, the features no longer work, which is weird because pink was my new pack that I opened. So I was surprised to find that the weapons electronics were burned. So yeah. So back to features. Lightspeed Rescue, they had as you guys are aware, like a lights and sound feature where the helmets for the guys illuminated, and the females had big weapons where the sound feature was. And Lost Galaxy had like a talking feature. Well, the talking feature was pretty neat. The phrases were very random, and it would have been much better if there were phrases from the TV show. Only Lost Galaxy Yellow had a appropriate phrase which said "Go Galactic," because that was their morph call. But they had so many phrases to choose from. They could have even chosen it was like "Galactic Beast Arise." They could have used that. They could have used I'm trying to think, Kran's Dagger, Star Formation, or Quasar Sabers, Full Power. Like there's so many like in-show phrases they could have used that have made this feature so much better. But no, what did they do? Let me show you guys. So Red Ranger, they chose this. So let's rock it. I don't know if it's just random or if they were giving like a shout out to space. This is Blue Ranger. Again, instead of Megazord power, they could have easily done Galactic Beast Arise. Let's hope Green works. He's been really weird. Oh sweet, he worked. So he said blast into space. Again, instead of blast into space, he could have said something about the jet jammers. And for pink, she's actually burnt out, but I do have my new pink, where the electronics still work. So let me play that for you. She says supernova, which is very random. It's weird because it sounds more like Kendrick's than, Maya than Kendrick's. So those are the sound features. Unfortunately, yellow. I don't have yellow to show you because I do have a new yellow, but that one's burnt out too. Let's see if it will work. I doubt it. Yeah, no, it's so dead. It needs new batteries. And of course, there's no way to put new batteries unless I open it, and I don't plan on opening these vintage figures. So those were the features for Lost Galaxy, and let's move on to Lightspeed Rescue. So red and pink are burnt out, but I can show you the rest. Here's titanium. Here's blue. Here's green. I'm gonna pull out green because that figure falls over so easily. And I'll show you yellow. Yellow is actually on the weapon, so let me pull out the weapon. So that's pretty much it for the sound features. Comparing the two sound features, who would I give it to? I would give it to Lightspeed Rescue because the whole illuminating helmets and the sound, it's so much more cooler. Like if for the Talking Lost Galaxy figures, if they said relevant phrases from the TV show, they would definitely win in this, but they all said some random phrases that were not really applicable. So definitely for the features, Lightspeed Rescue wins. So let's move on to their accessories. So I know I've already covered the accessories in Time Force, so I do apologize for coming off repetitive. But they all came with these really bulky weapons, which is pretty cool. Like titanium came with this weapon here. It also doubles as an axe, so you can remove this from here. You can put it up top here. A little bit tight, but it looks really cool. This is what it looks like. It's silver and gold. They came with a really cool V-Lancer. I really wished the other Rangers came with it. V-Lancer was one of my favorite weapons. And he came with this weapon here. The one he used in the TV show. The one that is an axe. Again, it can also turn into like a gun. And all of them came with the Rescue Bird piece. They were very bulky. Like this is what Blue Ranger's weapon looks like. Pink Ranger's weapon. Which is weird because in the actual TV show they were considerably smaller. They were not this big. This is the drill. This is one of my favorites. It looks like the Spiral Saber on steroids. This is Yellow Ranger's weapon. This weapon is so useless because the Yellow Ranger cannot hold this weapon. She falls over so easily and always feels like I'm breaking her hand and putting her in this. So this is my least favorite weapon. I mean, it looks cool, but no. This Green Ranger is pretty cool. You can open it up and even close it up. So it's pretty cool. I mean, the Rescue Bird weapons are awesome. I don't know why they made them so oversized to the point that some of the Rangers can't even hold them. Yeah, so I don't know. And the girls came with these boots to kind of help them hold the weapons. Each of the 5 Lightspeed Rangers came with the Rescue Blaster in Baton mode. And they also came with the Rescue Blaster. That's their accessories for Lightspeed Rescue. For Lost Galaxy, each 5 Rangers came with Quasar Saber. They came with their Trans Dagger. Like red came with the Magna Talon. Yellow came with the Delta Daggers. Sorry, let me just show it to you guys. Unfortunately, I don't have the others to show you guys because I did get these figures loose. So they didn't come with all the accessories. Each of the ranges did come with a merchandise only weapon, like this is Red Rangers. I can show you guys Pink Rangers. So that's the beta bow she comes with, and that's the merchandise only weapon. And I'll show you guys Yellow Ranger's weapon. The girls kind of got gypped on the extra merchandise weapon. They were just these tiny, useless looking weapons, whereas the guys got some really nice weapons. I don't have Blue Rangers to show you guys, but it looked like a table saw or a chainsaw. And Greens had like two long nozzles on the end that kind of looked like a dual gun or something. And each of the ranges, they came with this jetpack like thing. The girls, this is what it looked like. The guys came with a different one. It's pretty cool because you could actually attach the this is actually one of the girls' ones, so I won't be able to fit Reds. But you can actually fit their weapons on the side like so. I'll show you guys like what the Ranger looks like with it. So you have the two holes in the back here. You just fit it on like so. Sorry, let me just get it on. And this is what it would look like. And looking at accessories, again, when I say looking at accessories, I don't mean the accessories that I have. I mean the accessories that the figures came with. It doesn't matter if I have it or well, just in general. I would definitely give it to Lost Galaxy because you can post them with all of their weapons, no issue. But with Lightspeed Rescue, again, there's that issue of some weapons you couldn't really, like Yellow Ranger's weapon, you can put it on her without her falling over. Pink Ranger, you can almost manage, but that's that struggle. We should have had that struggle. And if they reduced the size, they could have easily given us the Rescue Bird formation and the Unilaser formation. But we do for colorful, Lightspeed Rescue would win. But for usefulness, Lost Galaxy gets it because, yeah, what's the point of having an accessory if you can't even use it on the figure? So Lost Galaxy wins with accessories and Lightspeed Rescue wins with the features. So looking at both teams and which set of figures would win, I would have to go to Lost Galaxy. I mean, it's technically a tie because when you look at the first category, how they look as teams, Lightspeed Rescue looks better because of the helmet issue. But then when you look at the build and articulation, Lost Galaxy wins because of the awkward leg defect that the Lightspeed Rescue guys have. And then for features, Lightspeed Rescue won because of the random talking phrases, and accessories I gave to Lost Galaxy. So it's 3-on-3, but I would definitely have to give it to Lost Galaxy because the leg feature isn't something minor. It is kind of big, as you can tell. You have to really play with the legs to get them to stand properly. It's very apparent on red and green Lightspeed Rescue in this video. So yes, the figures are very, like, it's close because the figures, Banner did a good job on both the figures, but Lost Galaxy figures are more superior. And yeah, so there you have it. And guess what? I finally have the new Lightning figures arriving today with blue Lost Galaxy, green what was that, SPD? Sorry, my words are loose. And then Carlos from Black in Space. I couldn't get a Tanga because it was sold out, but I'm not into villains as it is. So if I find a Tanga for a cheap price, I might grab it. So yeah, so as always, thank you so much for watching, and Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and coming up will be the lightning figure reviews. If it says I'm supposed to get them today, so if I do get them today, be fun. And yeah, plan on doing more first last changer comparison video reviews. Thank you and have a great day, and please subscribe, like, comment. That certainly does help.